well, the days carry on going by, we stay in lockdown, but it also gives us a great depth to our thinking. And so if any of you have got a question that you'd like to ask, any of you that have got a topic you'd like me to discuss in one of our daily video logs, let me know. I'll be happy to get into it. For today, what I'd like to discuss is the whole premise that if it pays, it stays. You know, a lot of people challenge that idea that, you know, people will look after animals just for the raw beauty of the animals. And I think there are a few people that will actually do that. There's no doubt that there's a lot of folks out there that absolutely love the beauty of wildlife and will do whatever it takes to conserve that wildlife and these wild ecosystems. But in reality, if we want people to conserve large areas of land for wildlife, and if we want people to en masse want to preserve that wildlife, we've got to make sure that there's benefits. So that wildlife has got to pay for itself, because if it can pay for itself, it's truly going to stay. And so one of the quotes that I often like to cite is the privilege of appreciating the simple beauty of a wild animal is something that can only be understood by someone with a full belly. For everybody else, which is 90% of the people around the world, they're so busy trying to fill their belly that when they see a wild animal, they don't see the beauty of a giraffe or the beauty of an elephant or the beauty of a zebra or a buffalo. What they see is an opportunity to fill their stomachs that may have never been full in the past. So they see a giraffe and they think, wow, if I could kill that giraffe, I could feed my family for a month. And so the idea of giving wildlife value is absolutely crucial to making sure that that wildlife has got future. So we've got to build these business models like the gorillas in Rwanda or Uganda, for example, that generate so much income through tourism that the people as a whole, as an entire population, protect those gorillas. Like the wildlife in Qatada 11 in Mozambique, for example, which is the very cornerstone of a hunting operation that generates 66,000 pounds of meat that goes for free into that community. They see this free meat coming. They know that the meat continues to flow as long as the wildlife are healthy. So that wildlife has got immense value for that community, and the community as a whole is going to poach less and protect that wildlife. So understanding the value of wildlife to the local communities and then truly exploiting that wildlife for that value so that there's communities that are seeing income, they're seeing direct benefit, whether it's tourist dollars, you know, building schools and clinics. People have got to benefit from the wildlife, the wildlife's going to have future. So the whole idea of if it pays, it stays, I truly believe is one of the cornerstones of the conservation conversation. And it's something that I want you to think about for the next 24 hours, is that really what is it that gives our wildlife the greatest value? Is it tourism? Is it the food value of that wildlife? Is it a commercial model where the wildlife can be traded? What is it that gives wildlife its greatest value?